subscribe to my channel if you already. All right, let's do this.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume
That's probably
action
Q-fuck
here in
kick,
quarter number 3.
Play! Kicking out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick.
Automatic first down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Blue 10.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the block.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Robinson with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know anytime you watch a team run, people bouncing off of each other, there's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a first down throw, gone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Yeah.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape
What's
at
up?
Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast.
All right. All right. What are you going until after Monday? Okay. set up, and I have a tax place up in the old list. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got both strings put together. Yeah. The box. Yeah, you gotta go all over again. Yeah. We only need one that I gotta fit mine and the other one. Need all of them. Yep. Mom helped me get the trip together, and we stopped at a thrift sale when my friends were there, and she had they thing that I took you a picture of. So they're both set up. They're both set up in the bedroom. So. Huh? All right. Fine. Alright, sorry for that delay. Let's do this.
I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
From the red zone now, gone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Steve Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get them some space and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. To Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
This is taken at the 15. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it?
Todd
He is gone.
Past the 20. Touchdown,
Doo-doo-doo.
Vikings. Todd Gurley, 71 yards. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
This is Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job to...
Hold on, folks. I got to check something here. All right, folks. Sorry about that delay again.
Get to him and keep him short of the first. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley.
Son of a beepers.
Lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big run there by Gurley. 86 yards. So Gurley gashes the defense, and a lot of people say, do you take running backs early first round? Do you want them that high? Surely you're happy you took Todd Gurley that early.
Without a doubt, Dr. Seuss. I love the way that got done by you, but even better, it's fun to watch.
Yeah,
Todd
pass
Gurley run the football.
interference.
He is electrifying.
I want you to know that I did not mean to do that, by the way.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal post.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
They run with Ajayi. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Everyone's got 4 down. Set, wide, 20. Wide, 20.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Kenny Stills the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he's on to punt for Miami.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins defense. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up.
Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're watching and hit the like button. Sorry that I'm not talking too much, just kind of concentrate during the game.
Got pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. On 2nd down, here's Goff. It got his man.
Craig Jennings!
Touchdown, Vikings. Greg Jennings, 67 yards. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Make sure you leave a comment in down below to what team you want me to face next.
And the lead grows even
and if you want snow, rain, wind, like what you would want the forecast to be, just make sure you put that in down below in the comment section.
The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone.
And I'll make sure YouTube that game too also.
And this will be a
that was too far again.
Over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab on.
Just a reminder, I also play GTA, 7 Days to Die, and a couple of racing games, and wrestling, and Watch Dogs 2. Eventually there will be videos coming for those games too. Check out my Farmer Simulator 17 video at 5 hours long. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet.
The result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Bam, bitch! Sorry for the language. If there's anybody younger watching this.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today.
And if you want the next game to be a Super Bowl game, pick a team and I'll face them.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30.
Damn, I was trying to go up the middle.
On the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg Jennings, 59 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start
there we go
as well to try and knock the ball away.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more.
Get the hell down.
Back at the 8-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Chad Greenway, with a pick. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong.
Sorry if the internet is bad right now for broadcasting. Internet connection's a little laggy right now. So just bear with me
Looks like
and
the defense in
continue
press
watching
coverage
the
here.
game.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Fielded about a yard deep. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel.
I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that?
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg Jennings, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to put defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual.
Make sure you hit that like button.
Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg Jennings, 67 yards. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was
you're a pansy
of so many great plays.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sharif Floyd. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly... And now here's
good pick!
It's the linebacker, Chad Greenway, with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
That was awesome.
Nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now Goff over the middle to Smith. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Steve Smith from 21 yards away. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
Like him, an old college coach right now, he always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. That was a really nice play to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Sharif Floyd in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sharif Floyd, 5th sack of the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened.
It's caught inside the 25. A pickup there of 37. And that leads to a Minnesota 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Now a
first pick I threw of the game.
A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'll get it back. Don't worry, people. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You hit that like button for more Madden videos.
They're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first
Make sure you put down below in the comment section on what team you want me to face and what the weather condition needs to be.
Putting together a formula for winning defense is exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage.
Another safety!
In this ball game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Number one. Number one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
One game here.
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance. Whoosh.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Todd Gurley, 69 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here's Landry. Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a...
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They're running with Gurley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and put down in the comment section on what game you want to see next and the weather conditions.
And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now Tannehill out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And now out comes Minnesota. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kyle Rudolph, 61 yards. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's singing.
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here's Landry. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. And now out comes Minnesota. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field.
4 down. Ready, blue 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And throw right side complete to Parker. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that's good for a Miami 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ready, blue 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's caught. Cameron, left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Taken in at the 11. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Great blocking on the return. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's the option going right. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Jared Goff finding the end zone.
Damn, that's a first time I did that.
Viking offense is running away with this one. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Here's Landry. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Robinson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Second down sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Tannehill now to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now, standing just outside his own goal line.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota.
Here we go now.
On first down, it's Gurley. And a cutback left. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they'll get 32 yards there. And it'll be first down, Vikings.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now.
Make sure you put down below the comment section on what team you want me to face next on live streaming in the weather condition. We'll really appreciate you doing that.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Tannehill on first down. And caught by Cameron right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Let's see what the defense dials up here, 3rd and 4. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
11 yards for number 11. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Looking left side, that's
Oh no, they're gonna score.
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill brought in over the middle by Graham. And he gets this one all the way down.
Damn it. They're going to score.
It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Dolphins have a 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Single. Ready. 380.
Tannehill. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that complete takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And Frank's kick is good.
Oh, they got 3.
3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. 2nd down following the run.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right
Holding.
now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind down the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. And he will score.
Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you put down what team I face next in the weather conditions.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about 3 points.
Damn. I fucked up on that one.
That's going to help them in contract time. That offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On first down, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now out comes Minnesota. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Goff toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Red zone opportunity.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson from 19 yards away. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Now Damian Williams to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown. Mind the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Landry. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Caru's got it, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This is brought in at the 21. Spinning again. And out now come the Vikings. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. 6 yards to go here on second down.
Triangle.
To throw on second down is gone. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long, no matter what.
Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and put down in below in the comments on what team you want me to face next. Ooh, in the weather condition.
And we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. Into the fourth quarter now. The offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will and kind of taken the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They couldn't
Come on, we got to intercept the ball.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ryan Robinson able to disrupt.
That's all, folks. Make sure you leave your comments down below on what game you want me to face next with my Vikings in the weather conditions. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Miami, so long, everybody.
Not headed to the airport for this one. One more day here will suit me just fine.